I'm a man of the people.
All right, are we live? We are, according to the StreamYard, we are live. So let me get this officially going. Let's podcast alongside Joe Giglio. I'm Joe Ovies, live in the Breeze Thru parking lot across from Carter Finley Stadium, Trinity and Edwards Mill. There's some traffic. We're reacting to NC State's win over North Carolina. I would say right out of the gate, Joe, that this might be Dave Doran's masterpiece.
He's done it. Year 11.
Appreciate it, man.
He's done it. This officially cements it. Like, let's talk about Carolina first.
Yeah.
Because I think this, as much as I hate to say it, I feel like this game was more about Carolina than about State.
Okay. Explain.
Did no one tell them they were playing tonight? we were sitting in the press box.
Yeah.
I said to you, it was 3-0. I said to you after the first Carolina turnover, if State scores here and it makes it 10, it's over.
Yeah.
And you were like, And I'm like, no, Joe, they have no juice. And it was like no one told them they were playing tonight. It was very, very surreal.
Yeah.
To me. Because that's what I'm not trying to take away whatever State did.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say, like, it felt like Carolina did not show up for the football game.
Right. So,
like, it honestly, it felt like Mark Gottfried went to Chapel Hill and they lost by 54. Like, it felt like
wow.
No, that's what it felt like.
I know
it
what
felt
you mean.
like they
I know
didn't even know there was a basket. It's like, did you know there was a contest tonight?
It was embarrassing for North Carolina.
Yes.
To your point, let's just be blunt with it. To your point, this is a great win for NC State, not because this is the wild part. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
And a lot of NC State fans, including your chat group, didn't want to believe us, but you and I were in agreement on this. This game does not make NC State's season greater, not because it's Carolina.
Agree.
It makes it a great season because it caps off a really fucked up season for NC State.
5 in a row now to close it out after looking awful in Durham 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Yep.
You throw
with what, by the way?
You throw in the MJ Morris comes in, then decides he's sitting with Wake Forest. And then, of course, North Carolina on the schedule and Virginia Tech. Going to Virginia Tech is not an easy place to play for the Wolfpack. So all these things, when you kind of stack the storyline on the storyline, this game, it didn't matter who the opponent was. It was to get to 9 wins after the way we talked about NC State following that Duke loss.
Yeah.
And to credit to Dave Doran, he was very simple in his response to that loss. They just needed to clean to Duke. They needed to clean things up. Stop making things difficult on yourself.
His messaging after Duke was on point.
Yes.
We need to stop beating ourselves. That's what he said. And I gave him full credit because I'm not someone who gives Dave credit willy-nilly.
Yeah.
He had it right, though.
He did have it right.
So they've cleaned up that. And I actually thought the way that last week's game played out was good for State because they gave up big plays on defense. But it didn't hurt them. The Notre Dame game, the UConn game, even the Virginia game, you look at those games and you're going, State's defense really isn't that good.
Yeah.
But since the Duke game, they've been on point.
They've been excellent. So you put that in there. Brennan Armstrong. Oh, there go our lights. What happened there?
We lost power.
Our takes are so hot.
That's
we lost
why I wore yellow.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now it's like super spooky. The point that I was trying to make before we got distracted by the lights going out.
Yeah.
There's Brennan Armstrong's angle too. All right. This was you actually described it to me at one of the games earlier where things were getting like low-key toxic. And the booing of Brennan Armstrong when they brought him in for a package at the goal line and the plays that were run, whether people were booing the play calls, they were booing the situation, whatever.
Sure.
Peyton Wilson came out, stepped up as a leader and said, look, man, that's our guy. And it's very, very easy for players to check out after you feel like, well, this is not why I came here. I'm playing out the string. That's not the way I thought it was going to go. And it's really difficult to go back to somebody like that and then ask him, hey, man, now we need you. And the way that it was described by some of his teammates and then the quote was, he was a grown-ass man and how he handled that. And I think that's another thing between Peyton Wilson, the way he stepped up and the way that Brennan Armstrong stepped up. We're talking grown-ass men type mentality. That is a byproduct of the way Dave Doran has instilled this. We use the word culture a lot, but clearly NC State has this identity, which gets us to Carolina.
I was going to say, you had this right all week. State knows who they are.
What's Carolina?
Carolina, it's a weird, I'm going to use the air quotes here, problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Omarion Hampton is a dude.
Yes.
He's so good. He's had a great season. Unfortunately for him, we went into this season thinking this was the Drake May year.
Right.
He's going to sling it around the yard for, senior year Phillip Rivers style.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to leave Drake May in. They're going to run it up. They're going to let him get every stat there possibly is. But that hasn't been who they are. And that's what's kind of odd about Carolina is they haven't been able to find their footing. And I'll go back to the Virginia game. I'll go back to the Georgia Tech game. They didn't lose those games because they didn't show up. They had a double-digit lead in both of those games in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those weren't games that they, just were flat for. Those were games that they got outplayed in the second half after they had a double-digit lead. And I look at this whole thing, and I look at today in particular, and you look at the way that they were not prepared to play football today.
Right down to their inability to stay upright.
That was 100% on Mack Brown.
Yeah.
He can claim Gene Chizik. He can claim bad cleats. He can claim whatever he wants to claim after this tonight. And he is the master. I know he will. But the truth of the matter is they were not ready to play football tonight.
How?
They were not ready to play football.
That's the question. Now, obviously, we're not in the post-game press conference today, and Mack Brown's going to have more availability after this because
we got somebody.
I know we're filling it up. I'm going to get that in a second.
Okay.
So the thing about
we got our guy too.
We're good. We're here, man.
In real person.
We ain't going anywhere.
The Heister Automotive Group in real person.
Do you think I want to get into traffic now? No, we're here.
No. You're right.
We ain't going anywhere. So
you're right.
So
I gotta look at the clock. There is
no clock. There's no clock.
Chillio. It's not radio. Just chill. Just
You're the one who tells me all the time. You're not doing radio anymore, Joe.
I do. My bad, man.
Here's the curiosity that I have. Actually, I have two questions about Mack Brown. One, how is it that this game against NC State, the game that actually matters in the triangle, the game that actually matters for football in the state between the Wolfpack and the Tar Heels, how do you not have this team look prepared? How does that happen?
I can't explain tonight.
So
I can't explain Carolina tonight.
The Duke game is the game you come here to play. No, it's not. If this were basketball, then I'm with you. But it's like
you mean the post game on the field.
You treated the Duke win in overtime as though it was your Super Bowl, when that's actually not the case for this rivalry, not the case for football in the state of North Carolina. This is the game that matters. And there's one coach that has done a much better consistent job of getting his team prepared. They don't win them all the time, but at least I know what I'm going to get out of the Wolfpack. And when the Tar Heels, it's, do you feel like it? And it's wild to me. The names on the back of the jersey change. You could have generational talent in Drake May, but it doesn't matter. They still just have this vibe of, maybe we'll get into it today. Maybe we won't. But this is the game that absolutely alters the course of your season and how you talk about it. For both teams, by the way. Because how many times in the last couple of years have we talked about Dave Dorn's season being in a completely different light if they lose last year's Carolina game, if they lose the previous year,
so
those types of things.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You can lie to me.
Yeah.
You can lie in a press conference. You can lie in the ACC network meeting room.
Sure.
Do you know who you can't bullshit? Your players.
No, you can't. All right.
So when Mack goes on the field and is emotional, which was raw and emotional in the way that he was, that is a signal that he is not going to do this anymore. That's what that signal is. And it doesn't matter that we're interpreting that way.
No.
Do you know who did?
Yeah.
The players.
The players did.
That's who did. And in my opinion, they did not show up for this football game tonight. And that's 100% on Mack Brown.
Do you want to go to a live in person?
Let's do this.
Or do you want to go to the StreamYard first? You want to get on? I'll let the argument No. You have to get on the microphone. Get on the microphone.
Super hot.
So here's the thing. So grab that
mic
microphone.
is super hot.
Grab that microphone.
That's your cam right
there.
there.
All right, so go stand right over there. We're doing this all live. So hold on a second. Let me pull up the camera here. Let me present the cameras. We're doing this live on YouTube. Okay, why is this not? Do you want to present me my extra camera or no? What's going on here? There we go.
No.
All right, so what's your name again?
Joel.
Okay, Joel. I'm putting you on camera, Joel.
Joel.
I want to know.
Hold on a second, Joel. We're adding you to the stage.
We're gonna add you. You can't see the.
So the problem is that it's so cold that the computer's acting a little weird. Anyway, it's actually colder out here than it is in the beer cave. All right, Joel. What do you got?
Give Joel his props. He's a Canes fan and a Carolina fan.
And you got your Carolina stuff
lives around the corner.
All right, Joel. What you got, man?
Well, I want to know. So I sat through that game. It was rough. It sucked. I'm gonna be honest. As a Carolina fan, like in the first quarter, I knew we were dead. 13-0. Honestly, after 6-0, I was like, we've had nothing.
The second score was what bothered me too.
So for me, what got me was at the end of the half when they kicked the field goal, which again they had to go kick again apparently.
That was weird.
Which was there was a couple weird things, including the fumble with the tacked on 15 yards and everything else. But okay, so were you surprised at? Look, I'm not a football coach. You're not a football coach. But if you're Carolina's defensive coordinator and you're telling your defensive guys what to do, who do you think they should cover?
I mean, I've said it the whole time. It's Casey Concepcion.
Okay, so how is he open
The only guy you have to cover, and DJ right here, my buddy, who I love.
See now, wait. This is the triangle. Somebody get a screen grab of this. Come in, man.
This is what I love. This is my buddy from elementary school.
Yes,
and
I love this.
I sat next to him the whole game, and I said, hey. Guard Casey Concepcion. You put two guys on him, and you let single coverage with everyone else the entire game.
You Jimmy V that thing, man. You triangle with two on that thing.
Especially when so Casey Concepcion comes in under center or in the shotgun.
Yeah,
and you're like, okay, well maybe we should guard this guy. He runs. What did he run for? 26 yards.
Do we have something for Joel? Can we get a prize for Joel?
I have some stickers. I
gave him a sticker, but I feel like we need more.
We got the holograph sticker. I don't know. You want to buy him a lifetime refill?
We got one in there. We do. I'll get him.
I feel like the question here is Mac Jones, right? You guys brought it up.
Mack Brown?
No, sorry, Mack Brown.
Do you want Mack Brown back?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
But I want. Well, you get Howell and Drake May back to back.
Yeah. Right.
You get Hope. You
either have to sell hope or success, Joel. It's one of the two.
Well, who's had success?
Right.
Mack Brown.
By what definition, though?
A national championship.
Wrong school, though.
Right. But you have one of the few coaches.
No, for sure.
In college football, who has had a national
who's been on the top of the box.
I think he's made mistakes in coordinators and
So you want to give him an opportunity to keep making those mistakes?
No, you don't. Do you really want to back?
Other option?
Wait. No, I don't like that.
I don't like that
because I know Bubba's smart, super smart, crazy smart.
Yeah. Well, who do you want at Carolina instead of Mack Brown?
I would love the FedEx guy.
Oh, the
FedEx guy.
Coach of the Falcons. His dad is the founder of FedEx.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith.
Is he a good recruiter?
Doesn't matter. NIL money.
Which Carolina's
problems, man. I'm telling you. You put Mack in charge of the NIL, the collective.
All right.
You bring in Arthur Smith.
Joel, I appreciate it, man. We're going to get to the StreamYard and take some other stuff.
Yeah, bring it in, man. I'm ready. Appreciate you, Joel.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'm going to remove that here. Hold on a second. Let's Jay was the first one in here, so let's add Jay. I don't see Jay. Jay is now gone.
Can we hear you?
Jay is now gone. All right. Well, where did everybody go? We had some people. They're all gone. All right, let's add Wolfpack Culture. Wolfpack Culture, you are on. What you got, Wolfpack Culture? You got to unmute yourself. You there? No, not there. He's gone. All right. Andrew maybe is going to be here. Anyway, I'm going to put the link out there again. We can, oh man, so many comments right now.
Hit me with some comments. We'll react.
In the YouTube. All right.
Let's react.
Let me see if I can add.
Because I don't have my glasses on.
All right. We got Steven.
Oh, look at you.
Mack Brown can't come back, right? Go Pack.
All right, so it's Carolina fans.
That's
different.
That's a good question.
We got someone.
We do have someone. Is Brant ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is Brant ready to go? Brant's getting himself positioned. Brant. Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Brant's in the house. What's up, Brant? What you got, man? Do you want on, by the way?
Oh, come on. I do like that hat, though.
The Duke Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Did you?
I did.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate you listening, man.
No,
Enjoy.
that's an awesome hat, by the way.
All right,
No.
Brant, give
For
me your take, dude. What do you got?
Sorry about the backlighting. That was a lot more fun than I was planning on having.
Brant,
sitting at
we're
home watching a
Brant,
football
we're in the
game.
middle of a Breeze Thru parking lot with terrible backlighting. I think your backlighting is perfect.
Yeah, you're good,
okay.
man. You don't need to apologize at all.
Yeah. No, totally okay. A whole lot more fun than I was planning on having. As a State fan, I would be thrilled for them to bring Mack back. That would be awesome.
Of course.
And I think this is probably on the short list for one of Dave Doran's best coaching jobs.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Biggest issue, I think, is what happens in recruiting. Does this help make a difference for building over the next year or two?
I
See
like
what happens.
I like the collective idea that they went with this year with Jonathan Paylor, which is we're going to pay the recruits, right?
Yeah.
So I like that idea. I listen, they've struggled in the portal. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Dakari Collins and the Jack Chambers and some of the other guys. So I like what they're trying to do with this recruiting class. And I think Kevin Concepcion is still going to be a key in all of this. So let's see what he does. It's funny. I saw Naheem Hines today is who Paylor's supposed to be, by the way.
Yeah.
Paylor's supposed to be a shorter slot receiver who can really wiggle. He can really move. And I saw the nightmare. I saw Naheem before the game, and I just, talked to him a little bit. Got a good feeling about what's going on with him. And it's interesting. It's hard right now.
Yeah.
With these coaches, when Dave basically this year said, okay, let's try to figure out the best way to get some of these freshmen, some of these recruits out of recruiting. Let's do that. So let's see what happens there. But I do think Concepcion is going to be a key to what they try to do going forward.
And I don't want any of that to dampen how much fun tonight was. So
what was that, B?
I don't want any of that to dampen how much fun tonight was.
No. Casey was great tonight.
Yeah.
And I think everyone knows where that's going, whatever that decision ends up being. And you're lighting a side, which is fine. I think most State fans are cognizant of if Auburn or Ole Miss or somebody with a bunch of money comes in and says to KC, hey, we're gonna give you $1 million.
Yeah.
Like State can't give him $1 million.
There's limitations as to what NC State can do.
And I think
most people get that.
And if that kid goes on and he goes on, right?
Yeah.
But I think State has
and
done
hard to be mad at him for taking that money.
No, but that's the thing about why I agree with what they've done with Paylor, which is we've identified you early. We're going to give you some money. We think you can make some plays because he has that comparison to Naheem. And that's where I'm interested to see with how they handle some of those things.
Yeah.
All right.
Grab your next guy. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
All right. So a long time ago, you said
for all the heels.
Well, no, but hold on a second. All right. Let's pick up the mic. Let's pick up the mic.
That's a hot ass mic, by the way.
All right. So, and you're going to be on camera.
I was coming though.
I know you said. All right,
did.
hold on a second. I'm going to add you to the stage here. All right. I need you to stand right over there, man. So you get the shot. All right.
Yeah. You can't see the computer, but now you're in.
You are the Carolina football fan.
I am.
You are the self gloss.
Is this Hunter?
Yes, it's Hunter.
Oh shit, Hunter! Rep, man.
He said he was showing up. He said he was showing up.
Joe's coming, win or lose.
What do you?
You
got to give Hunter a hug.
I gotta get a pic with y'all after this.
Okay, we will. All right, so Joe's gonna give. You're watching on YouTube. Joe's giving Hunter a dap and a hug because Hunter is the Carolina football fan that tries to rep. All right, here's the thing, Hunter.
No, he showed up.
You showed up. Why didn't the football team show up?
I don't know. Something for Hunter, right?
Yeah, we got something for Hunter.
God damn, we gotta have something. For
Why didn't the Hill show up, dude?
I don't know.
Why this game?
I don't know. What time did you get here?
Huh?
Oh, you can't hear us without the.
No, he can do. What time did you get here?
What time did you get here?
One.
So you've been tailgating, hanging
All day.
out, had a
All
good,
day.
good time, good.
And
good
now I
crowd?
gotta go hear it. I gotta go hear it.
No, you do. But seriously, were you surprised?
Absolutely, I was
Yeah,
shocked.
first quarter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, dumbfounded.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I mean, it was just.
Me too.
It was like they hung out. They had too much to eat at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that doesn't explain them slipping on the field.
I don't know why
too.
we can't treat this game like Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
So I'm glad you bring that up because for people who don't grow up here and they don't, NC State Carolina does not get any national recognition at
This
all.
is the rivalry game.
And it's fine. And it's fine.
But give Hunter props though.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying he's like a legit Carolina football fan.
Yes, we've
He
established
goes,
this.
No, we haven't. You're the king of context. He goes to every game.
Every game.
For real.
Yeah, I know.
And he reps.
Every game.
I saw him at the Final Four for heaven's sake.
I'll just say it. Unlike, I don't know, some other.
80%.
No. Not even them. The Countesses
Oh, jeez. Here
or
we go.
Jane.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Joe
I have so much respect
Joe
for
needs
Hunter
to
right
log
now.
off. He needs to log off from time to time with a few of these things.
No, Hunter.
So, okay, to your point, though, about this game in particular, and this is the thing I'll never understand. Yes, Ohio State, Michigan. Yes, you've got Texas, Oklahoma. Yes, you have all these other rivalries, and this one never gets any national run. But around here, people know what the deal is.
Oh,
We know
for
what
a
the deal
whole year
is.
we can talk trash.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
can
what-
cuss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what-
yeah, y'all are on
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
now.
So what?
Fuck it.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Love it.
So what confuses me is that if we all recognize it, why don't they seem to recognize it?
I don't know.
If North
for real.
Carolina for
We
football
should-
just
They
decides sometimes.
fucking planted a flag on our field last year.
Right.
I know.
Why are we not woke the fuck up?
Right.
Yeah.
And you know this
For
is
real.
Drake, and you know this is Drake's last go at it.
But let me ask
It
you.
might be Mack's last go at it.
All right,
And that's
let-
the
I hope not.
performance.
I love him, but
All right, Hunter.
All right.
Let me
My
ask you.
guy.
Hunter,
All right.
let me ask you a question.
all right.
Is Drake a dog?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Stop it. Stop it.
All right,
You guys were booing Brennan Armstrong
Wait.
3 weeks ago. Please shut the fuck up.
See?
Please shut the fuck
Wait,
up.
let me.
And I guarantee y'all were not at some of the games. Y'all were not at every game. So please shut up.
Wait, let me,
Shut
let,
up.
wait, let
I'll
me
give
lead.
y'all some
No, no,
content.
no.
We could play. I'll
Let
stay
me,
here all
wait,
night.
let me lead the witness a little bit here. Was Luke May a dog?
Absolutely. Luke May was a dog. Luke May is the guy.
If Luke May was a dog who lived to piss on state, by the way,
Absolutely.
then Drake can't.
Drake
be
can't play defense.
a
Just like
dog.
Sam Howell couldn't play defense.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah. Dude, how again?
Look
How,
at
how
Sam
was
Howell in the
KC?
NFL right
No,
now?
no,
was KC so
Sam's
open?
repping, man.
They're
Sam's
open,
raping,
so,
baby.
It's so good.
Who's
Hunter,
this guy?
he's
I
a great
thought they were
fan.
your boys.
Hey,
Who
Hunter,
is this guy?
Hunter.
I know he was not at every game this
Hunter.
year.
I thought they were your
All right.
boys.
Hey,
I've never met him in my life.
These are just state guys.
This dude's from California. He didn't even go to
These are
No,
always.
State doesn't have any soft fans. Hunter, come on. So, Hunter, what do we have? We got nothing. Come on.
That's fair.
Look at this. He's repping though.
I props
to
for
you,
repping.
man.
I'm here.
So I'm gonna get you out
Are
of
you-
here
where do you
before it
live? For real?
escalates too
Durham.
much.
Oh, you're not here then.
No, I'm in Durham.
I would give you the pizza box gift card. For real.
Hey, where's my brother?
I got to go to the pizza bar. I hear y'all talk about it all the time.
They did
No,
you?
it's awesome.
I got to go.
Oh, okay.
No, it's awesome.
Hunter,
You're in Durham. I'll get you something for
we'll
Durham
get you
though.
something.
All right.
Shoot me
No.
an email or
I
shoot me a
will.
DM. All right.
What happened?
All right, man. Appreciate
All
it.
right, she's next.
All right, we're done. Put that mic down. Hunter, get out of here before
Thanks,
it gets
man.
all live, all
Yeah.
good, dude. All good, man. We appreciate it.
I'll take
as
care of you.
always. So, all right.
Yeah,
Do you got takes?
yeah, absolutely.
You got takes?
No, Hunter needs a pick.
Oh, Hunter needs a pick, and then we'll get the takes on. Well,
Always mine.
hey man, it's live. It's live YouTube, man. It's live YouTube. People
For Hunter.
All right, man. So grab the mic. Grab the
What
mic.
is it?
Grab the mic. Mic is right there. No, that's the camera. Grab the mic. And then the camera's right here. So just so you
Yeah,
know.
thank you, Bob.
All right. So what's your name?
David.
David. All right, man. So you said you've been waiting for this?
Yes, sir.
All right.
David, I'm from Holly Springs,
All
went
right.
NC State. Moved down to Atlanta earlier this year. I'll be honest. So actually, it's funny enough. The Carolina game, which y'all called the double-digit underdog game,
Mhm.
which it's always Mack Brown. Always got to go and see him, right?
He's
I
the
was
gambler, not me.
on my
so.
way home, night game, right? 8 p.m. On my way home from the bar, had my Uber drop me off at Georgia Tech, and I said, "Look, they're up by 7."
Oh,
Yeah.
down in Atlanta. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
So I live in Atlanta now. I was on my way home, saw they were up 10, whatever, early fourth, late third quarter. And I said, hey, drop me off at Bobby Dodd. It's interesting, right?
Right.
We'll see if I can get in. No BS. I don't know if I can curse on this or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
no
can.
bullshit. Walked in and I didn't have a ticket. And I said, hey, do y'all mind if I go into this game? Like, I don't have a ticket, but I want to see this. You know, I live close by. They said, yeah, man, go ahead. We're letting anybody in at this point. Because that's what Georgia Tech is. You know, at that point, they're not doing too hot, right? They're not great. Yeah. I walk in. No bullshit. My first play is the who's their running back? He had like the 6-yard touchdown early in the fourth.
Grant. Yeah.
Yes, ran it back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we got something here, right?
Yeah.
Carolina takes back down. They go back and forth. It's late fourth quarter. It just feels like a Carolina choke. It does. It feels like a Mack Brown. We didn't prepare for this, or I shouldn't say that.
They prepare, but there's something that gets lost in translation to what you see on the football field. It doesn't click. Something doesn't
I don't
stick.
remember which one of you was, but had a good take of there's a guy on every team who says we're not losing this game, right?
That's Joe.
Yeah.
No one stood up and said we're not losing this game. And I could feel that in the stadium.
So to your point,
you could feel it
up in the press box
in Bobby Dodd, and there was no atmosphere there at all. There was no atmosphere.
The
None.
DJ but the fourth quarter when they play Budweiser.
Oh yeah.
When you say Budweiser, you said it all. You're too young for that.
So I am.
No, but to your point about the dog and to Giglio's point, up in the press box, you know, typically what happens before a game, everybody's just kind of shooting the shit. They're like, oh, what do you think's going to happen? This and that. Some people say, oh, I really think Carolina, their skill position players will eventually win this game out.
I was with you early in the year. They looked legit.
Oh, of course.
Very
how
legit,
could you not
right?
think that? But
Before
my
Virginia,
thought,
yeah, very legit, legit.
But my thought was, I said, look, to your point about dog, who is going to step up and make plays? It's going to be Peyton Wilson. What kind of game did Peyton Wilson have today?
He was fine, but it wasn't like spectacular.
Oh, but he had the tip drill interception. He made tackles, all that kind of stuff.
Honest, as a state grad, walking in the lower bowl in Bobby Dodd, I could feel it and be like, oh, Tech's got him. Yeah. We got something here.
Yeah.
You know, there's something brewing.
They ran for 200 yards in the fourth quarter.
Nothing. And easy, right?
Yep.
There was no one stepping up and saying, all right, we saw him second down, third down. It was easy, second manageable, third manageable, right? Just absolutely went down the field. And that was the start of, in my opinion, the end of Mack Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said,
Virginia,
but you also
Virginia
and I were talking about this, and you had brought up the press conference that we played where he was working out. You know, like there are some players
that was the Georgia Tech game.
Yeah, it was Georgia Tech game, right?
Because Triangle, we all know Mack Brown came in. He was here to restore the program, not necessarily win a lot of games, but get them back to respectable, right?
No. Mack 2.0 was about getting their fans interested in college football again.
Agreed.
Check.
Agreed.
In getting people in the stadium. Check.
Agreed. But Mack was not there to. Theoretically, he should easily win in Georgia Tech. Easily win against Virginia.
No, they've lost 6 times as a double-digit favorite, which should not happen.
We appreciate you dropping by.
Yes,
we're gonna get into the StreamYard.
Thank
People have been hanging out here. So for everybody that's been hanging out, just put the mic right down
Super
there.
hot, Mike.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So if you're hanging
Love
out the back,
hat too, by the way.
if you're hanging out at the backstage right now, we will get to you. So please sit tight as I'm figuring this out all in real time. All right, let's go to Mark.
We appreciate
Mark,
it.
what up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I just really want to ask about Dave Doran. What realistic?
Okay, well, hold on a second, Mark, because we need Joe to actually participate in the show again. So he's okay. All right,
we got Mark.
Joe's back. All right.
What is the realistic expectation for Doran's contract extension? Like, I'm ready to give him a lifetime contract after the season. 9 wins is crazy.
Don't make me spit out my coffee, Mark. Come on now, not a lifetime.
What's the realistic extension here? What do you deserve?
So realistic, you got a couple things to think about. You have Randy Woodson is going to retire. It's 23 by 25. Okay. You have Boo Corrigan trying to get another job before then because you never know who you're going to work for. Dave's contract right now, I believe, goes through 29.
Okay.
So here's the other thing about Dave. Honestly, I could see Dave doing this for 2 more years max and going, you know what? I don't need anything else. No, and not in a bad way. It's not a bad way.
You go to
Fishing in
Montana.
Montana.
No, that's the thing. Like he has literally
tackle shop.
like there have been times I remember this. Okay.
Yeah.
They lost to Boston College. It was 16. And there was a procedural penalty that called back a touchdown. And I had said to him, like, hey, like in a kind of moment where I was being flippant, I was like, hey, did you practice that? And he looked at me and he goes, like 16, by the way, he was hired in 12. He looked at me and he goes, you really are a wise ass, aren't you? And JC Zembel, our friend from Wolfpack Central, goes, you're just figuring this out now?
Yeah.
But that same day, he goes to me, you know what? I'm going to be 55. I'm going to be retired. I'm going to be working at a bait shop. And I just can't wait to call you and just second guess everything that you do.
Yeah.
But that's his thing, man.
We'll take it.
That's his thing. Get over here. Jackson Lucas, get over here.
All right, Mark.
Thanks for taking my call.
Whoa, Jackson Lucas right there.
Oh, was that all popcorn? Is that like a giant?
Put Jackson Lucas on the mic.
Hold on a second. Pick up the mic. Jackson. No, hold up the whole box of popcorn, man. All right, so grab that mic.
You don't need to know.
Grab that mic. The camera's
That's
right here.
Okay.
I'm going to add you here to the stage. So, what's with the box of popcorn?
Yeah, I was walking out of section 14.
You still have to talk into the microphone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're good.
Not that close.
I was walking out of section 14.
Yeah.
And a guy was holding out some popcorn, and we were just taking hand scoops of it. And I said, let me make your life easier. And
You took the popcorn.
Just took a whole box.
Took the whole box.
Okay, so Joe Ovies doesn't know who you are, but Jackson Lucas is going to be a star pitcher for the Wolfpack baseball team.
You don't think I read baseball prospectus, bro?
Jackson Lucas is going to deliver the ACC title that
Oh.
LA Avents never had. Okay. That is what's going to happen. That's my guy.
No pressure.
No, there's no pressure.
No pressure at all.
He doesn't care about that. That's my guy.
I am your guy.
Yeah.
So you got a quick take on what happened today?
Quick take on what? I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
What quick take on what happened today?
Oh, I don't think Drake May knew we had a football game.
Common. It's a common.
It is
thing.
it is a common thing at this point.
It's been a pattern for about 3 years now, so hopefully we can keep it up.
All right.
Going into next season.
Enjoy.
Slabbering Wolf hat. Where'd you get that?
I got it red and white.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
newer hat.
I like it.
Nice. I mean, enjoy
Good
the
stuff.
popcorn.
Spent my paycheck on it too. So
No, you did not.
We'll have to get you in studio. Actually, talk about how you're going to win the ACC championship.
I'd
All right.
love to join up.
All right, man. Let's do
He's
it.
in.
So
Don't
we'll make
worry.
it happen.
It's our guy.
Thanks, man. You can just put the mic down. We're good. All right, let's get back to the stream yard. Let's go to Jess.
All right, let's
another Carolina fan. Jess, turn off the YouTube, Jess. Jess needs to turn off the YouTube.
Hold on.
Hey, we're waiting.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, so Jess had posted.
Now I can't hear you.
You can or
hear
can't.
us? You can or can't hear us? Can you hear us now? All right, we're gonna have to. Well, Jess, sit tight. We're gonna come
For
back.
some reason, I can't hear you. So if you can hear me.
Okay,
We
cool.
can.
Yes. Thumbs up. We can
For
hear
some
you.
reason, I can't hear you. So if you can hear me. Okay, let me turn down my TV.
Give us a take.
You come in hot. Come on.
Okay.
Give us a take. Let's go.
I just wanted to chime in because I agree that we did not have a plan today. We looked terrible. Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad.
Now,
I don't know if I want Mack Brown back or not. Before today, I was with Mack coming back. Now I don't know. So
There she is.
Yikes. Not great.
But anyway,
Okay.
I'll let you guys get back to it.
All right. Bye,
I
Jess.
can't. This is very weird because I can't hear what you're saying, but you can hear me. So
All right. Bye. We will wave
No.
bye.
You're in. Come on.
Oh, we have another live person?
Yeah, in the real
Okay.
person.
Another real person?
In real time.
All right.
Heister Automotive Group hotline. No,
Hi.
we can't hear you just yet, but now we can.
What's your name?
Hi, my name's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
What you got?
I got that I'm an NC State fan,
Yes.
and I love Dave Doran, and I think that he is boring enough to not be able to go anywhere better than NC State. I think we're gonna ride him forever and get max 10 wins out of a season.
This year.
This year, maybe. This year's done already.
Okay.
But but he's too boring to go anywhere exciting like the SEC or the Big Ten. So he's just going to stay here forever.
That's a great take, by the way.
Lauren, we appreciate the take.
Also,
yes,
I love Peyton Wilson, kind of a slut because he wears his shirts very, very low cut.
He is or you are?
He is.
He is.
Kind of a slut.
Okay.
You know they do make jerseys that cover your whole torso, Peyton.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can
I
pull
don't
it off,
think
you can
he's
pull it
aware.
off.
He can pull it off.
He can pull it off, so let him pull it off.
So a thing like when people get married, like when women are younger, they go like, I'm going to take like sexy pictures of myself because in like 20 years, I may not look like this. So I think that's what he's doing is like,
I think
I may not look like this.
I may not look like this in 5 years.
Peyton Wilson's not going to look like us, dude.
The NFL might not be kind to him, and the stress might not cause him to be
smoke a
having
body
that
got him,
six-pack.
right?
Lauren,
Love it.
we
That's a great
appreciate
hat,
it.
by the way.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All you gotta do is just
Wear after yesterday, but
No.
They'll be
It's
fine.
82
They'll be
game
fine.
season. You're fine.
All right, you can put the mic down.
You're
we are
fine.
good. All right, let's go to John in Brooklyn. John, what up?
No,
man?
John's really in BK.
He's in the BK. What
Yeah.
up?
Oh, shit,
Gentlemen,
John.
how are we?
Good.
How are
man.
you?
What we got?
Wolfies tonight, huh?
Oh, amazing.
I just want to know, what do you guys think Mack Brown's retirement is gonna look like? Are we thinking like Eli Gemstone, where he's like fishing off the dock but getting bothered by whoever his successor ends up being? And then also Dave Doran, maybe not to A&M now. It sounds like that's been solidified.
Why would you go to A&M? Why would anybody go to
I
A&M?
thought I saw. Didn't we see a plane tracker earlier this week from Raleigh to College Station, or am I?
No, I thought there was
it
one
Raleigh to
for
Starkville?
Starkville.
Yeah, there was.
For the quarterback, apparently has a year of eligibility.
Yeah,
I think State's next.
I'm getting my
Okay,
SEC schools mixed up. My apologies.
Yeah, you're good. I'm going to solve all of State's problems right now. They're going to get the quarterback from South Florida. He's a local kid, and they're going to get the Wolf blood. Will Shipley.
Will Shipley's coming home?
Yeah, he's
Is that
coming
what
home.
you're saying?
He's coming home.
We'll see what
You
happens.
can't have 23 relatives and not come here and play football. You can't do it. He'll be
Is this the
whole
greatest
offense
post game
next
show
year.
in a gas station parking lot we've ever had? Somerset.
Ever, man.
John,
What-
you're in
what a night to
BK,
be in
man.
Raleigh. Wish
Get
I
it
was
done,
there.
man.
I am actually in Brooklyn tonight, but
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Love it. Thank you for
All
joining
right,
us.
and next time the Canes are in the playoffs, you never know. We might be doing the same thing here, reacting.
yeah. Listen, I'll be there. I came through when you guys were on.
Yes,
the
yes.
You did.
Yeah, same guy. Yeah, that's
Love
All
it,
right,
man.
Sean,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it, man. Take it easy, all right? Enjoy the
thanks,
night.
guys. We'll see you.
All right. All right, let's go to our guy Ken. Ken helped fuel some of the early pregame.
Ken, we had the Colonel and Coke today.
Perfect.
That was
I
cool.
needed something to finish that game up.
What are you? I was gonna say, what are you drinking your feelings with there?
4 Roses single barrel.
Nice. That's a quality. You like the
Good
four. You would
stuff.
like the 4 Roses single barrel. That's
Oh,
really
the
good
roses.
stuff.
Yeah.
Put that bad boy in eggnog too.
Ken, what do you think? Do the Heels want Mack Brown back?
So I think that if you talk to my favorite Mack Brown historian, Bomani Jones, he'll tell you he's as good as the assistant coaches are.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
Yeah.
And
So
so that's going to be
that's the
Bubba's
thing.
call, right? Bubba's going to have to make that call. Is he going to tell Mack to hire in somebody out of his tree, turn the coaches thing? Is that the last move before he retires? Or is it like, hey, you've had a good run, let's ride off to the sunset?
That's going to be the most fascinating. Like Dave Doran's going to have some job prospects. I get all that. The most fascinating story isn't what Mike Elko might do. It's not what Dave Doran might do. It really is, as you mentioned, what Bubba Cunningham and how he's going to handle Mack Brown. I just don't envision a scenario where Mack Brown's going to want to replace some of the staff. They might have the argument that they have the talent coming in, which is based on how you look at some of the recruiting rankings. It doesn't look like a classic Mack Brown class. And if your attitude is, well, we're one transfer quarterback away from having a really great season. Well, as we know, and it almost didn't pan out that way here at NC State, you might pick the wrong one.
Yeah.
You might pick the wrong one. So I just don't know if Mack really wants to have a 3-year rebuild at UNC, because that's how I kind of view it. It's a 3-year rebuild at Carolina after you had this like back-to-back NFL caliber QB on your roster, and how this year and adding Tez Walker and why you fought the way you did to get Tez Walker on the field to the point where you had the governor repping for you. Josh Stein
I am
repping
so
for
mad
you.
at the governor, by the way, Ken.
So
he should have been out there tonight in that Tez Walker jersey. The first 5 plays of the game should have been a Tez Walker.
I just find it really, really. I'm at a loss
Ken's got
to
2
get him
points,
coming
by the
back.
way.
But anyway,
Go,
2
Ken.
points, Ken.
2 quick points. One, UNC is going to have a new chancellor. How's that going to play a role in that thing? Because
that's a good point. That's actually a good point.
Not Mac, but Bub's going to have a new boss, right? Whoever that happens to be. And then secondly, Mac wasn't good at Carolina until the defense was sorted when we had Mac 1.0. Right? It wasn't until Paul Corbush got there that freed up the defense well enough to play that the offense, struggle though it may, got better and better.
But that's what Gene Chizik was supposed to be. That's what Gene Chizik was supposed to be, and they don't lack for talent. That's the thing. They don't have a talent problem on that end.
It's supposed to be and is maybe 2 separate things because the product on the field does not appear to be, and maybe this is harsh for me to say, it does not appear to be well coached on the defensive end.
But Ken, respectfully.
Which means you don't respect what you're about to say. I get it.
No. Respectfully, like the greatest trick Mac has ever pulled has been, I'm not in charge of the defense.
Yeah.
No, dude. And today was an indictment of him specifically. And you know how I feel about Mike Elko. I feel the same way about Bubba Cunningham. He's a smart fucking guy.
Yep.
And I don't see him watching tonight's game and going, you know what, Mac? I need you back. Because Mac 2.0 has just been a fucking ruse, man. Like, what do you have to show for it? You won a bullshit Coastal title last year.
Yeah.
Awesome. And and I think even Bubba said himself to our friend Ross Martin, the best result of Mac 2.0 has been a close loss to Clemson.
Yeah, at the beginning of all.
I'm not trying to denigrate. Mac has drawn interest in their football program. That's been good. But tonight is an indictment of him. The loss here in 21 was an indictment of him. He completely skated on the loss in 21 as if it was just luck that State won the game. And it was like, no, dude, no. You don't lose games when you're up 9 with 5 minutes left.
And then you have the way
that's not a thing.
And then you have the way they started today, which again, I can't find a better word than embarrassing for the way North Carolina started the game. But Ken, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate all the support.
No, Ken, you're the best.
Ken's
Thank
the best.
You. See you next week.
And Ken definitely
for real. We'll see you next week at Oakwood.
The source for some of Giglio's takes today.
Yeah,
you rolled in hot today.
Coming in.
You rolled in hot today, but the Colonel Taylor's not hot. That's why you like it.
No, the Colonel's
That's
the
why
best,
you like
man.
it. All right, Ken, take it easy, man. All right, back to so we have Ethan.
let's go.
Hold on a
Real
second.
time?
Joe, hold on a second.
Okay.
Sean, Ethan, Connor, I see you guys in the green room. Sit tight.
The green room. I like that.
Yeah, you like that.
I like
in
that.
the green room. You guys are in the green room. I get it. Sit tight. We're going to go to a live in person now. All right, man. You've been
Heathrow
patiently
Automotive.
waiting on the
Heathrow
Heathrow Automotive hotline. Whoa.
Oh,
I
we're
gotta
not
turn the
ready
mic
for you.
on.
No,
All right.
you're good.
Okay.
Well,
Fellas,
first off,
try
what's your name?
Oh, my name's Steven.
Hi, Steven. What's
I'm
up,
a State fan,
That's
obviously.
That's a great jersey.
Yes, thank you. I got it back a couple of years ago whenever they played Carolina for the Governor's Cup in PNC. So
That's cool.
Carolina's a hockey school now. They've won. They beat State 2 in a row for the Governor's Cup.
Yes, but I'm going to do this real quick. First of all, Dan Patrick, shout out to you. 165. 5'7". Here we go. Here, hit the ding. So yeah, there you go.
I don't have
Beautiful.
a ding, but ding.
Wait. Let's see what this button does.
I can't hear that, so we're gonna go with it was a ding.
It was a Tecmo.
Okay. Beautiful.
Mine used to slow all the time.
Yes. Yeah, being a State fan, you know, I've got to give credit to where credit's due. Carolina constantly had me feeling like they might come back at some point, even with 7 minutes left.
Dude, I had to say,
because
look, when they scored 3 touchdowns in a row, I was thinking like, well, I don't know. And State doesn't want to move the ball anymore. They want to bleed this out. I thought it was going to get closer than it needed to be.
I thought if Carolina scored one more time that they could have came back, but you know, it's shout out to Peyton Wilson for getting that interception there and a couple other good plays by him. Man, this dude's just all over the field.
Yes.
You're going to definitely see him in the NFL.
Do you think Peyton Wilson goes on the NC State Mount Rushmore now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely think so.
I
think he's going to be up there.
I had a guy in the comments, which we'll get to a little bit later on YouTube, say that Peyton has elevated himself to Phillip Rivers.
Torrey, Phillip.
Well, I don't know
Ted
about
Brown.
Phillip Rivers. He might be a tier below him,
Whoa,
but I think.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Whoa,
I was in diapers whenever Phillip Rivers was throwing dimes on the field.
Man. Yeah.
Oh, we need Palmer on too. Yeah.
We'll
next, Palmer.
We'll get
no, you're 25 and you say the Phillip.
Yes, the Phillip Rivers. Phillip V. Rivers. With
Do you know who
you've been watching a lot of YouTube then.
Do you know who Drake May is though?
Yeah, I know who Drake May is. I just saw him through a couple of interceptions out there.
He's there, Phillip.
He's there, Phillip.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me. Shout out to the Josh man.
Shit. Yeah, come on in.
We got pictures. Adam's taking a
Beautiful.
picture. Hold on a
Go
second.
for
No,
it.
okay, so keep going while we're
Okay.
taking a picture here.
Yeah. So aside from that, though, I think State's offense in the first half.
Come on
I
over.
think State's offense in the first half was really good.
Yes.
I loved what Robert and I did.
Yeah.
You know, he got in his bag, pulled out some good plays, made a couple of clutch first downs, and putting 20 some. I forget what the first half score was, but it was like 23.
I think.
Well, yeah, there was that really
19.
weird play coming out
That was
after
bizarre.
halftime. I've never seen that before in my life.
There was a couple
ever.
things that happened in this. I mean, look, we've seen a 2-yard Hail Mary in this series. We've seen two teams celebrating.
Yes.
They're just celebrating in the end zone. All sorts of stuff going on. But yeah, so that kind of like going out there with too many men on the field and kicking it again was very, very strange.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but neither here nor there. But I think both teams played a good game. Score might not show it all that much, but Carolina was, I think, maybe a couple of plays away from getting a little bit closer and making it a more interesting game.
Did you just Bizdelic that thing?
You know what? I might have.
Hold on a second. You can't hear the sounder, but I feel like I got to hit the sounder
Our
now.
radio people told us that you take away those runs.
You just take away the 3 turnovers from Drake May. It's all good.
Mike too.
You are Mike too. Please get it together. Well, hey man, we appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for
Love
the take. Thanks for dropping by. 5 stars.
Yes,
Positive
sir.
vibes.
Of
only.
course.
Thanks, man. Just go ahead and put that mic
Hang on.
down. Oh, wait, we're going Palmer. Okay.
She's eager.
All right, she's eager. You are.
Wait, I have to rethink my question.
All right. Well, you'll have time to rethink your question. So take your time. Just you're good. Hold on a second. All right. So folks, we're doing this all live on the YouTube.
Buddy,
so
this is our best YouTube ever.
it might be.
No.
All right.
I
Sean,
see the number.
Sean. Well, yeah, in terms of
I
live
see
numbers.
the number, buddy.
I see that. Sean, what up, man?
How are you guys?
We're good, man. So are you a Carolina fan or a State fan?
I am a Carolina fan.
Okay.
I have listened to you guys from Richmond, Virginia. Well, I've listened to Joe and Adam from Richmond, Virginia since 2009, 2010.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah.
Well, first, a couple questions. When was the last time you think the Tar Heels on the field showed up wanting it as much as NC State did in football? Because to me, I'd say 2012.
Yes, the Geo game.
They've won.
Yep.
But
no,
because they were significantly better.
No, yeah, but that's not fair to Marquise. 16.
Oh, sure. Marquise, that was Trubisky in 16. You mean 15?
No, where are we? 23? Yeah, so 15, the game here.
Yeah, the game here.
The game in Raleigh where they had everything going.
Yes.
That's true.
It was
they were just going to win that game
at the end of the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I've seen.
But you're right. I mean, it's 12.
Yeah.
15. Yeah.
But what I don't understand for that attitude, because I know what the attitude is, and I have some friends that kind of go with this, like, oh, congratulations, there's your season and things like that. At some point, don't you think? No,
that wasn't today though.
But my point is, at some point, don't you think somebody in that building gets sick and tired of this kind of stuff?
I wish.
Right? Like, okay, State's not the rival. So why are you? So you're
I'm not
getting embarrassed.
I'm not saying that.
No, I know you are not saying that, Sean.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
I'm saying is, in the existential question is, at some point, however you think about the rivalry, at some point, do you not go, you know what? Why do we keep getting embarrassed by this team? And how do you prevent that from happening? And I know it's a cliche, knuckle draggy sports talk radio thing to be like, they wanted it.
Well,
more.
Right.
But sometimes, man, you watch that and you just go, what is this? What is this?
I mean, even I remember watching in 2019 when Carolina ended up blowing them out. But early in that game, I still was like, here we go again. Here we go again. We're gonna lose, even though we're the best. And I'm not saying that tonight, but in general, it has happened several times that Carolina is the better, more talented team. And
they're a more talented team today.
Well, for sure, more talented. I don't know that they're the better team, but they're more talented for sure.
Yeah. Sean, were you the one who tweeted at me about the Carolina hockey dad?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So,
and what was that, like 6 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. This was when Joe and I were having the discussion post Duke game, and Carolina's 6-0, and he's like, they're still going to lose to State. And I looked at it and I'm like, not this State team, man. Like, come on. But
I was listening to that and I was like, nope, this State team.
I will point to the pastor here because Carolina fans, Gene in particular, has said to us since the jump, State will win this game. And I'm like, no.
But y'all right.
Well,
Carolina fans know, man. Carolina fans know.
But the truth is, I like Sean. I like Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. I like Amari and Hampton too. I saw him play in high school.
Yeah.
Palmer's beau played against him in high school.
Well, and I just remember, and this could be coach whatever stuff, but hearing stories about Fedor plastering the locker room with losing to State and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that always works or whatever, but I want to hear that kind of stuff. I want you to turn the page from losing to Clemson and be like, okay, whatever, this is our Super Bowl.
I haven't even mentioned it.
What?
You know what happens after you play Clemson?
What?
Take the pipe.
What?
State would lose to Clemson.
Oh, yes.
It turns into 2 losses.
Yeah, it's the classic turns into 2 losses. Yes.
I don't know that I don't know that I think that's what happened tonight.
No, I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's what happened.
Obvious.
Let me say one more thing.
Herself
I'll say one more thing.
Trust me.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have all sorts of Atlantic coastal discussions next time Lauren's in the studio. But anyway, what do you got, Sean?
Giglio, as a Carolina fan, we do not dislike you. I will say one thing though. Sometimes I feel you speak for us in a way that maybe doesn't represent what we think. And y'all said it this week. Just have Ross on more. Let Ross.
Yeah.
We should have Ross on.
No, I get it.
No, you're right.
I get it.
You're right, man.
Let a Carolina guy
I know what
come
you're
on
saying to me.
Say, I forget what the take was a few weeks ago, and Brian Barber and Brian would be good too, but a bunch of other guys.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that I felt that way as a Carolina fan, and I'm being told that I felt that way.
Yeah.
I forget what that was.
And that's because, Sean, I tell Joe, and Joe, you have a much more different relationship with some toxic UNC fans from back in the day, obviously.
Sure.
So that's going to color your...
Including Palmer.
that's gonna color your opinion on it. But yes, to your point,
no, you're
Sean,
right. No, Sean,
and that's
I like
what I've been trying to
appreciate
argue.
that.
That's
I actually appreciate that, Sean.
That's why I was hyped that Hunter actually showed up at the beginning.
That was awesome.
Because Hunter was like Hunter's great. He's a hardcore Carolina football fan, man. He rides for it. So you're right. We do need more representation in that regard, and we're gonna do a better job of that. All right.
You guys are great, though. Thank you.
All right, Sean. Appreciate it, man. Take it easy. All right. So we got Palmer.
Palmer from Cleveland.
What up, Palmer?
She's an Amari and Hampton apologist.
Right,
I would imagine.
So you got the mic. You're good.
Okay, I can answer.
You get a hold of the mic.
Did you write down your question or your take?
They made it up.
Okay, go ahead, Palmer.
How does today's performance affect Drake May's draft stock?
It doesn't.
That was it? That's what you waited for?
Yeah.
No hot takes.
Yeah.
You're the only Carolina fan of the whole group, and that's all you had.
Yes. I did.
Not go Aaron Matson.
Okay, well, I said something about like what could have gone better for UNC today, but they said that was a stupid question. So
what could have gone better for them is I don't know, maybe
Besides
the right
everything.
maybe the right cleats. Although I was told that they actually
did you really just come up here with whatever your boyfriend said to ask?
No, he didn't want me to come up here. Actually.
I'm embarrassed for you, Palmer. Come hard, Palmer.
He didn't want me to come up here, actually.
Palmer.
All right.
It was your son that influenced me.
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Palmer,
no.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. You can put that mic down. All right, let's go to Let's see what we got here. Connor's got like actual headphones on. So
love it.
I like actual headphones. I like this. Connor, what you got, man?
We're here all night, by the way.
So I missed some of the earlier discussion. Have we discussed the refereeing performance tonight at all?
Not really, no.
Oh, give it to me.
Other than
So I still have questions about why an offensive penalty at the end of a half allows an untimed down instead of a runoff that ends the half. That's one question, and I think they got very lucky that didn't matter.
Yeah.
And then the follow-up is the Tez Walker touchdown. Also, little questionable, and I think they got away with some lucky calls tonight.
I mean, look, man, that's true in every game.
So I think let's answer the first one because I think it's answerable. The first one was the play at the end of the half was reviewable. And as to my understanding, Ron Riveron is trying this year to make sure everything runs through Charlotte and through replay. So since it was the last play of the half, it was reviewable. And since it was a scoring play, it was reviewable. So I don't think it was the wrong call. It was definitely awkward, but I don't think it was the wrong call. And so they assessed the too many men on the field penalty, 5 yards, kick it over, first play, untimed down, first play, third quarter. Fine. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't see the Tez Walker touchdown.
I did not see it either because I was over here setting up. So I did not see it.
He fumbled the ball. Like he got hit as he was going down. The ball was coming loose.
Yeah.
That's down at the one.
Because my understanding is did he not recover his own?
No,
fumble?
That's what they ruled, is that presumably they thought that he fumbled the ball and then they reviewed it and it was a fumble, but it wasn't a fumble. And
so basically it was all right where they spotted it. And the other thing too, in terms of reviews, the thing that I thought was interesting of the game was the review that was the fumble out of bounds that also had the 15 yards tacked on from roughing the passer. A whole bunch of things happened there. There's the questionable aspect of whether or not that was roughing the passer. We've seen a bunch of those today that you kind of go, that's really what the roughing the passer call is going to be. All right, fine. So be it. Maybe Tom Brady was right. Maybe things have gotten a little softer. I don't know. But if you're State, you wanted them, if I remember this correctly, they wanted them to review it because he got the fumble in a better spot on top of the 15-yard tack on it, if I remember that correctly. So that was another one of the weirder things that happened.
I'm seriously going to be totally and completely honest with you. The game was over after State went up 2 scores.
I mean, the game was over after they were claiming that the cleats were fine, and as apparently league plates recorded that the cleats were fine, people were slipping on the next play.
Was Carolina saying that?
No. To be clear, Carolina fans on social media were wondering if, apparently this has happened before, Carolina wore the wrong cleats.
No, that was the bowl game in San Diego of all places.
Yeah, and
where State couldn't play.
Brownlow was convinced that they also wore the wrong cleats in 19.
Okay, here. I mean, it's grass, so
it shouldn't be that. Well, remember, they're not used to playing on grass anymore. So anyway, but I was told, again, secondhand information, but I was told that they did wear the right cleats. They just couldn't stay upright. That's just that kind of night for Carolina. So, but yes, it did become a thing. It was a thing. Hey, Connor, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for listening.
Have a good one.
And thanks for hanging out and leaving comments and all that other fun stuff.
But they couldn't possibly be bitching about that.
Well, right? No. Carolina fans were not acting as though.
Okay, give me who was actually complaining about that.
Nobody was complaining.
Okay.
It was more of a what the hell is going on. Okay. Nobody was accusing NC State of swapping turf.
Oh, this wasn't Notre Dame, USC, Bush push.
No, this was not college football playoff committee saying that Notre Dame had to play in the rain and Clemson didn't.
Okay.
It just magically stopped raining every time Clemson had the ball. No, this was Carolina fans going, what the hell's happening? Why can't you stay upright?
Okay.
Did you wear the right cleats? That's what that was about. All right, we got Ethan. I think Ethan's a Carolina fan. Got that Carolina blue popping collar.
Oh, hey, you guys doing all right?
Yeah, man, we're good.
How are you?
Man? Oh, doing good. The first thing I want to say is this is not a Bizdelic or a Dabo. We just got our ass handed to us tonight.
Yeah, man. You know what? You're right. The Carolina just got their ass handed to them, man.
And I just wanted to ask, what do y'all think the exit strategy would be for Mack?
I think he just walks it off.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He doesn't have there's no successor.
No,
there was nobody that was coming up, as an assistant or whatever that you handed over to him. Nor do I think Bubba Cunningham would want to do that again after what just happened with basketball. I think he wants to go out and get his own guy. Because that's the other thing. That's the other thing too.
That's a good point.
With Bubba too. Again, this is just my understanding how these plays out. Bringing Mack back was a booster thing. The boosters had the money. The boosters had the money to get rid of Larry Fedora, and the boosters wanted to bring Mack back. He was ready to come back. And there are some positives to Mack coming back. And that's a longer conversation for another show. But Bubba, and this is where Joe can take over, Bubba's not a dummy. And Bubba's got connections. And Bubba wants to probably, Aaron Matson being a good example of this, if you're going to go in a different direction, then you have to go younger. And I'll be curious to see what he does with that.
What do you think about Sharon Moore?
Oh,
really?
The Michigan interim?
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get it on the equipment, Joe.
Does he have any connection to Carolina?
I don't think so. Does it matter?
No.
Okay.
And does Bubba care about that?
No.
Yeah.
No,
So Bubba doesn't care about that. So we'll see, Ethan. We'll see, man. Hey, we appreciate you listening, man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All right, take it easy. You didn't get on the equipment, did you?
No.
Please.
It's on my pants.
Okay. It's just on your pants.
Why is that part? Okay. Now we're good.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Let's take a couple more before we get out of here. I think Merle's been hanging out. Merle, you there, Merle? Nah, Merle's not there. We got Pack. Pack, you there, Pack? Nah. Pack's not there.
There's some comments.
All right, let's go. Hold on. I think we have a lot of comments.
Yeah,
too,
I like
so
them.
let's
I
get
love
out of
the
here.
comments.
Let's get out of here with some comments then, since we've been at this for like an hour. Hold on a second. Let me set this right. Look at the Breeze Thru back up there, so we're good to go. I love doing live podcasts. It's so much
you
fun.
feel alive. Your dick is moving.
I feel it. I feel it in my plums, Joe. I feel it in my. I feel it in my plums.
Mike doesn't. my Mike is like, what are you?
So,
doing,
all right, where
Brian?
are we here? All right, so we started at 11. Okay, yeah, all right, here we go. Let me go to the YouTube comments. Here we go. We got
YouTube, or is
James.
that more StreamYard?
No, this is the YouTube comments.
Okay.
Did anyone else hear NC State band playing the Smurf theme song at the end? Yes. That's
they always do that.
That's typically what they do. From Steel Empire, I am done with UNC football. I'm strictly a basketball fan now. The
tracks.
The jokes write themselves sometimes. From Jerry, speaking of winning 5 in a row, App State just won their 5th in a row to make it to the Sun Belt Championship game next week. I knew App State fans were going to come in here and make a comment.
Jerry,
It's fine. It's fine. We got Charles. Come on down to Orlando. The weather sure is fine. Although the state playing in the Pop-Tart Bowl?
I would love that.
So that was just down at the Citrus Bowl. That was a lot of fun.
You were.
From Ken, who made a comment earlier, he did not make it on the YouTube. Your magic sweatshirt worked again.
For you, Ken. For you.
All right. From Terrific Comics and Pop Culture. Just a fantastic game. Stick hit them in the mouth and then hit them in the mouth. And then once again, they did it more and more. How about that? Let's see. From Andrew, man, shit felt dire after Duke. What a season. I think that's ultimately what the story is going to be. I'll be curious to hear Dave Doran's comments about the season as a whole when he's got some time to reflect on it. We got to figure out where they're going to be in the bowl game and everything else. From Jess, who tried to talk to us on the YouTube earlier, such a disappointment of the season. Never have hope if you're a UNC football fan, which is funny because you can have hope in other sports.
Yep.
It's perfectly fine. From Connor, is Dave Doran a good coach? I don't know, but Mack Brown can no longer be considered a good coach. Yikes. I mean, guy has a national championship.
Oh, Charles. I love Charles.
And, Dave doesn't, but it is what it is.
Charles.
Where's Charles?
Boyer.
Right here. Is Dave Doran a good
Charles.
coach? Only the winningest coach in state history. Your favorite thing. Your favorite thing. All right, from Andrew, we're going to find out some NC State senior engineering project was a new polymer used to water football fields that creates reduced friction.
Yes, that's what happened.
Or some shit. That's totally what happened. From Brad, Dorn has done an outstanding job getting his team back on track after a bad start and QB issues. Defense really turned it around too. Yes, I think most. And I know some people looked at me funny when I said Dave Dorn should get some consideration for ACC Coach of the Year. And the immediate response was, well, VMI and Marshall and UConn.
VMI what?
But that's not what we're talking about. Let's use a little context.
They went 6-2 in the league, no?
Right. Let's talk about what actually happened in the ACC and what happened after they had to go to MJ Morris and after MJ Morris decided you're going back to Bernard Armstrong.
They lost to Duke and Louisville in the league.
Yes. Not a bad year, man.
No.
Not a bad year. And then we got into a weird, tennis is better than like I don't even know,
No,
man. Like
the
we got
women's tennis played for the national championship.
Yeah, I get that part, but I was very strange. It was a very strange thing that occurred.
Okay.
In the comments. Let's see from Scott Honeycutt. Hey guys, given the bizarre ending of the first half, I expect the ACC to correct the final score to 39-14 since Tez Walker was clearly down at the 2-yard line, did not score. Yeah, I mean, I think the only person it affects at that point is Vegas.
No, there's no Vegas.
Oh, there's no Vegas on this one?
Carolina was a favorite.
Oh, that's right. Were they a double-digit favorite? They
No.
weren't double digits. Okay.
No.
From BK Ron, retire Peyton Wilson's jersey.
Yes, now you can. Not today, though. Now you can.
From Kyle, we won. You can't stand losing. That's why you brought up something y'all won in a show about. Oh, okay. That's another, like, everybody going. Joe is 2 sheets. Are you 2 sheets?
No.
You're getting there.
1 sheet.
Are you going to fall asleep right here?
No, I'm feeling good.
Okay, good. Where's Jess?
Went to get the car.
Okay, good.
Who is that, Dwayne?
Let's see. Can you guys do this on a regular basis?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it all kind of comes down to
the brown little lady. Yeah.
We got to get brown.
We will get her.
I think when we're in basketball season, we might do something like this. And again, leave Hunter alone. He's standing up and taking all the crap.
No. We were not giving.
We
Hunter,
were not.
No,
we were not.
Mad respect for Hunter. Thank you.
Oh man,
appreciate.
Hopiums, we appreciate it. A little post show.
No, we were not giving Hunter a hard time.
No,
I was giving him mad respect because he has called us before.
Yes,
he has invited himself before.
He has.
And no. He's just tried to tell me in particular that there are Carolina football fans, and there are. No, we've had a productive relationship with Hunter.
I think we've had a productive day today. From Bull City 1, Cedric Gray should have been that guy for UNC. When we talk about those dogs, yeah, he should definitely be that guy.
It's
from Michael. This is another punch in the mouth game that NC State so often delivers to UNC. They're just too fragile, and they talk about going and playing in the SEC or the Big Ten. It's so much bullshit. Yeah, well, it is what it is. From David, by drafting Peyton Wilson, can the Carolina Panthers regain the Caucasian fan base they lost when they traded McCaffrey?
Peyton Wilson is Luke Kuechly 2.0.
That was good. That was good. All right, so let's see. How many more comments do we have here? I'm trying to get to some things that are not from repeats here. Dave Doran's post-interview on The Huddle was legendary. Oh, I got to watch it on ACC Network. I got here, and half the people told me just beat UNC and you'll be fine. It took a few years, but I understood it. Their fans are different. Okay, all right. Dave, I guess, is getting it, man. Dave is getting
as he should.
I guess this was hold on a second. Let me see if I can find another one. This is from Nothing Man. Drake May QBR rating has him as the 14th quarterback in the draft. Why would the Bears pull a Trubisky 2.0 and waste a top draft pick? Although you have said straight up that Drake May is a wonderful talent. And I don't think this affects his draft at all, the season that he's had. I really don't. Because people are going to look at all sorts of other circumstances, and they're going to look at what he's capable of doing. Okay. And that's going to be fine. It'll be fine.
There's things we're allowed to be true.
Yes.
Drake May was better last year than he is this year.
He was, yes.
It's weird that, AKA, the problem with Carolina this year is that they have a really good running back. But truth of the matter is, it is. Because they don't know who they are.
They don't know who they are. From Justin, I was all in on the idea of needing to switch it up during the slump, but I could never have predicted Armstrong has done in the last couple of games. Honestly, a state legend in his own way. Yeah.
Yeah, props to him, man.
Yep.
And you know what? We're not going to say it enough. Props to Peyton for standing up for him. Peyton didn't know him.
No.
Peyton had no relationship with him.
No.
Peyton was just basically saying, hey, don't be a dick. That's what he was doing.
I don't think it's that complicated of a thing.
But that's like... No, but that's easier to do with someone you've been teammates with for 4 years.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who came in, well, let's be honest, was paid.
Yeah.
Brandon was
paid. But that's college football now.
All right. Hey, I am just trying to... No, I'm trying to tell people to square that.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, and I think what I'm trying to say is that's college football now, and the money let's not act like guys weren't getting incentives to come play before.
Sure,
it's
they were
finding the right fit for what you're trying to do. And you think Dave Dorn's going to add a guy just because Robert and I wanted him? No, Dave Dorn's going to add a guy because he thinks, all right, you're going to fit what we're trying to do. Just saying. Joe. I'm just saying. Joe. It worked out.
Joe.
It worked out. You know who we didn't talk about today?
Who?
We wondering about Dave's future. Wondering about Mack's future.
Dave's good. I think Dave's good. The guy from Oregon State's taking the Michigan State job.
MJ Morris's NIL deal just sunk.
Listen,
that's another conversation too.
You and I will get into MJ Morris down the road.
We will,
and that's fine. He made a choice. Everybody makes choices. I've talked to you about this. Mack, when he cried on the field,
made a choice. I called it.
Made a choice.
I called it when I saw it.
And you know what, Joe? Doesn't matter what you think.
Nope.
Doesn't matter what I think. It matters what your players think.
I think we are done. Shout out to everybody who got in the comments. Shout out to everybody who jumped in. Who jumped in on the StreamYard when I put the link out there. And a big thanks to Adam and Breeze Thru for hosting us here. If you've made it this far in the podcast and we're coming out of the Thanksgiving break, an incredible thanks to Adam and his company at Breeze Thru for sponsoring us and being absolutely cool with putting up with these ridiculous ideas throughout the football season.
It wasn't ridiculous, though.
I mean, it kind of was.
Look at that number, bro.
I know, and we're doing fine. I'm not worried about that. And, of course, big thanks to everybody else who sponsored us as well. And we'll get into a little bit more on Monday. I feel like we got to do various vibe checks on a variety of different sports, from basketball to the Canes. Woo! And we'll see if somebody gets fired in Charlotte after the Carolina Panthers lose again. Anyway, we will see you all Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us.